It's live now.
No. Was it already on? Was it? It's fine.
Right, everything's for Abby.
Nice. YouTube still says new newly.
It doesn't know. Why does it? Why is kick right on YouTube? So, there we go. What was Cheryl just talking about? Just join the hog members.
I don't know. I was also.
I'm not sure. We must have said something horrible about them last week or something.
Abby, you took off. I saw you typing. I was like, "Get this in real quick."
Sneaky.
You're doing your one finger typing. It's a bit slow. Did your mum go off right yesterday?
Today. This afternoon, yeah. Went off
When was it?
pretty well.
Just watching this Ghost Watch Open and hand movies are funny. It's basically Doctor Strange, isn't it?
Just about.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Pretty cool.
Yeah, from the Marvel movies, he does the whole hand thing. "45 seconds.
Right. Check out the real life pictures.
Uh-oh. Where? Oh, real life, literally in the real life pictures.
Cool, Kyle. It's funny.
This is the XboxCast.
Hello and welcome to Game Face, the only Xbox podcast that covers the games that we three have been playing. We are exclusive to the XboxCast. You'll find us on no other podcast, not because we don't get invited, but because we prefer to control our own nonsense. And I'm sticking with that excuse. It's a good excuse.
Brilliant.
We're your hosts, Carly and Simone, and we're going to tell you all about the games that we've been playing, which is going to be quite a few since we're all in April. But before we start, how are you guys doing? Mr. Lee, day 3 of the new job?
Yes, I managed to fix something today and break something today. So
Man,
I'm at that
you
level.
have passed the test.
I know, I upgraded something and then it broke something else about 2 hours later. Like, yes, that was great.
Fantastic.
It wasn't working and then it didn't work at all for 2 hours and then it worked again. It's really good.
I think that counts. That's a bonus.
You think so? It's like, hi, I'm here.
Yep, pretty much. Hello,
Yeah.
I'm here.
Oh, you asked me to fix this thing? I did, and then broke everything else. It's really cool. It was funny because we're in a separate building almost, and I managed to break the internet just for us. Yeah, very clever. I thought
Did you just gently remind everyone that you're not a network technician?
Yeah, we had that conversation. Yeah, because he hates networking, the guy I'm working with, and I hate networking, so it was very interesting trying to fix it.
Was this before or after you broke it? Were you like,
Oh no,
I
we
hate
had this
networking,
conversation.
internet goes down?
Yeah, no, we had this conversation previously. About how
Brilliant.
much of a nightmare networking is always broken and it's a black art, and then it just works, and you have no real reason why you fixed it, but it did fix it, so you just leave it alone.
Yeah,
So-
no, don't touch it. If it's working, you leave it.
Yeah, and that's his principle in life, basically, on anything to do. He's like, I've never been in this room, and it doesn't break, so I don't go in this room. It's like, that's the thing. You've been here 3 years, you've never been in that cupboard. That's amazing.
It sounds a lot like the IT crowd, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, it's like you found the internet. Remember you said I found the internet? So he was like, oh, because at the time we found the internet, he said that cupboard's locked. I don't know where the key is. I was like, oh, okay. It was a standard, they're all the keys are exactly the same, aren't they, for the cabinets?
Yep.
So today we had to go in the cupboard because that's where it was broken. And the guy behind him was like, it's not locked. She just pulled the door open. I was like, that's so funny. You've been here for 3 years. You didn't realize you just pulled the door open.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So that's what I'm working with. It's cool. It's very chilled out. It's very good.
Yeah, that sounds excellent. How was your day in the truck?
The truck was awesome. It was so much fun. And by the end of it, the guy was like, you should get your license, don't you? I was like, "I know."
Do you feel like you want to?
Yeah, it's fun. I think I'd rather do,
Cool.
because he does lots of little trips, I'd rather do a trip somewhere and back again. I think I'd rather do that sort of long distance stuff if I'm going to do it.
Ah, so kind of like what 186 in the Discord does.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Go to a place and then back again rather than, because he does, how many drop-offs we do? Must have done like 5 or 6 drop-offs in 5 hours. And that's like picking up container, driving to Hastings, dropping off container, picking up another container, going to the port, dropping off container, going to somewhere, picking up a container, dropping that off somewhere else, helping other guys, because he had a lift on the back of his truck, to move container onto his back of his truck, then drive somewhere else to pick up a container to put on another truck because he's not allowed to carry the truck because it's too heavy. So this whole thing going on. It's like, bro, it's a lot of work. They don't just drive around. There's lots to it. And the
So you don't just drive around and eat pies and wear short shorts.
Yeah.
He was
No
wearing
stubbies
short
for Lee.
shorts. No. And it says the main thing is actually it's learning all the tears and the weights and all that. That's what most of the stuff's about. Is memorizing what you can actually pick up on your truck. Like your truck's this weight, it's got this on the back of it, so you can only pick up this much. So that's what most of it's about. I was like, that's really interesting. I had no idea. You have to memorize all these weights and different, what's it called? Certificates and stuff. There's a whole bunch of stuff you have to memorize. It's like, who knew?
Who knew?
Don't just drive truck around.
Man, did you at least show your knees in the cabin?
Did you what? Sorry?
Did you at least show your knees?
No, I did not. It's kind of weird. I did touch his knee though, and he seemed to like it. So
Was that on accident or was it?
I might have brushed,
Ah, yes. Did he tell you to change gears and you were like,
That's right,
that's not the gear stick, that's your
Hey,
knee?
they're all automatic trucks, he said. They're pretty much all automatics.
Huh.
I was like, that's really weird. I thought it'd be a manual. Exactly.
Yeah.
Because when you're driving it changes gear so slowly, you assume it's an automatic. He says, no, they're all they're pretty much all manuals, he said. The only ones that are not manuals are login trucks because they have to go off trucks sometimes onto dirt. So they might need the gears to kind of control themselves a bit better.
Huh.
I was like, this is fascinating. Yeah. It's like 5 hours in a truck. It was really cool. Really good.
Okay. Was that your whole day? Where you did you arrive at work 5 hours in a truck, go home?
No, 1 o'clock I finished. I went back in the office.
Oh, okay. That's a pity.
Yes, it would have been good all day. But he said, I'm leaving. He got back in the depot at 1 and he was like, I don't know when I'm going to get back again. I was like,
yes.
okay, it's probably good to get off then because that sounds like you're going to be going for the next 6 hours driving around in circles. So, yeah. Went to the port a couple times. I text Noel when I got there. Took a picture. No, I'm at the port.
Yeah, you confused him.
Oh, did I? Did you know I was going to do it?
Yeah.
It's
Because
amazing.
I think he saw your picture in the Discord and he says, "What the heck?"
Yes. I pinged him. I said, "No, look," and then took a picture of the main building. So I was sat in one of the trucks waiting at the time. Lots of waiting around as well. Lots of waiting around and messing around.
Yeah, the trucks do a lot of waiting around and just looking at things.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. And I like the camaraderie as well. Like they all know each other. They're waving at each other as driving around. I think that's quite cool.
Oh, yeah, giving each other stick.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Did you get a pie for lunch?
I did. $7 for a pie.
Oh my word!
In
How
BJ's.
good was the pie though?
Rubbish. It was average pie. $7 in BJ's. Do you remember BJ's in Hastings? Here we go there.
That's ridiculous.
$7.20 for a pie. I was like, what the actual? It cost me more for. I brought my sausage roll. So it was a pie, sausage roll, and a drink. And it was like $17. I was like, what the frick's going on here?
Wow.
What's happening here? And it's not even a flash place. This is like a hole. If you know this BJ's, it's a hole. It's not a great place. There was no garnish anyway when I had my pie. Or plate.
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah.
Sorry, is this the BJ's Pies in Hastings?
Yeah, but it's one in Maho. It's on Maho Road. It's the one right down, not the one near.
Not the one by the
Lottie's.
school.
Yeah, it's the one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the other one. There's. Oh, that's. Oh yeah, no, it's not that one there. Not near the library. No, it's the other one. The one that's down on Maho Road. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But $7.20 for a pie. So we'll go there over again then, because that's ridiculous money. You can't pay $7 on a pie.
Jeez, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's almost someone's hourly wage.
Yeah, no.
I think you squint just right. I'm pretty sure.
No, okay. So no, it was good. It was fun. Been a good week. It's been fun.
Wow, awesome.
Fixing
Fantastic.
stuff, looking at stuff, trying to get access to stuff.
Pointing at stuff.
Pointing at stuff. Slowly getting access to more things as I go. Oh, can I get access to this? He's like, oh yeah, I'll give you global access. I was like, oh, sweet, thank you.
Nice, thank
The
you.
last place was like, oh no, well I'll set up an account for you and I'll get access to this. And I'm like, dude. So then he's just like, global access, here you go. Here you go, bro. Go for your life. Knock yourself out.
Global access. Fix it all. Everything's
Fix it.
broken.
Break it all, fix it all. Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Yep. It's good.
And Simone, how have you been?
Yeah, not too bad. You and I got caught in the rain yesterday, and I am thinking we both have sniffy noses from the rain yesterday.
Such lightweights.
I know, but we've been out nearly every night this week because the comedy festival is here in Melbourne.
So
at
you've
the
been out
moment.
enjoying yourself every night and now you're getting sick. Is that what you're saying? Like,
Naturally.
right.
Well, I mean, we've spent every night not in front of the Xbox. So
Yeah.
of course
Yeah.
we'll be getting sick.
So weird.
Yep.
Cold
But-
withdrawal.
But despite that, Carl's keeping his achievement streak alive.
It's good, yeah. I was so tired yesterday. I just went, no, I can't build last night. I watched James Bond GoldenEye last night.
How was it?
It was awesome. It was so good. It's so good. Pierce Brosnan's awesome as James Bond, actually. I didn't realise watching it again how much he's like Roger Moore. That kind of
yeah.
womanizing, stupid quips, like ridiculously driving fast cars for the sake of driving fast cars. I'm like, that's what James Bond's all about. Like, you know. So he got it.
Pierce Brosnan is my favorite.
Yeah, he got it straight away. He understood what James Bond was all about.
He understood the assignment.
Exactly, yes. He accepted the assignment, yes. Because I'd watched previously the English guy, what's his name? Timothy Dalton.
Oh, yes.
And the first one was really bad, like really bad. And the second one was actually pretty good. I was like, oh yeah, it's actually a pretty good movie. The License to Kill was the second one, was better. Still wasn't like James Bond, but it was a better movie at least. At least there was some chemistry between him and the other woman. Because the first one,
Yep.
the woman did not like him at all from what I could watch, from what I could tell. Yeah. Yes.
So you're telling us about how we got caught in the rain, Simone.
No, that's it. That's it. We have sniffy noses and maybe we're a bit tired because we've been out heaps. Some late nights and mornings that, aren't forgivable. So, yeah.
You got to come over for the comedy festival, Lee, next year.
Okay.
It's so good. We went to go see Comedians of Europe last night.
Comedians of Europe, okay. So they're speaking foreign language at you, or are they all speaking English?
They all have fantastic accents, though. That's fantastic.
Okay.
That was the good thing about them. But
Yeah.
it's funny. The guy's up on stage. The first guy pops up and he goes, "Anyone from Europe?" And a couple of people put up their hands. He goes, "Where are you from?" And there's the guy's like, "I'm from France." And he goes, "Ah, a Frenchman at an English-speaking comedy festival. Well, How nice of you to join us.
Thank you for gracing us with your presence.
And then the last comedian jumped on, and he arrived late, so he didn't hear the whole first set. And he goes, "Any Europeans?" And everyone puts up their hand. He picks on the same guy again. Goes, "Where are you from?" "From France." He goes, "And you're here, and we're speaking English. How nice of you."
Yeah, it was good fun.
Everyone just kind of goes, and he goes, "Oh, did someone already make that joke?"
Yeah, and he did that a few times. Oh, did someone already make that joke? Okay.
Yep. That serves him right for being late.
Yep, exactly. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Some original content, bro. Come on.
Yeah,
that's right.
The guy was from Portugal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who do you know from Portugal? Because I know no one.
I went to Portugal for 10 days. It was cool. It was fun.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Went to North Portugal, Porto, where they sell all the port, surprisingly.
Fancy.
And no one really speaks English once you go north, because we hired a car and went driving. And the further away from the city you were, less people spoke English. And I can do French, but I can't really do Spanish. And Portuguese is slightly different again. So I was like trying to read menus, trying to order coffee, trying to order like some chicken or something, like something I could understand. And it was quite interesting. And everyone just looks at you blank. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fantastic adventure.
It was awesome. Yeah, it was real fun. Yeah. And we got stuck in the mud one time in a car and randomly found a French guy who was like digging in a field. I just we were following the road. The road went to a white road. We're like, what's that? So we were doing it as a dirt road. I was like, oh, this isn't great. Maybe we should turn around. So I turned around. I managed to get the car stuck in the sand. So then I was like, in the middle of nowhere. Found a French guy. It's like, automobile. Push, automobile. It's like, yes. And then came over and helped. So that was
that's nice.
Yes. Yeah, he helped push us out. It was good. Quite funny though. It was really, really hot as well. I remember it being really hot at the time. We were like, oh, they're dying and can't find anyone. This French guy.
Oh, wow.
It sounds amazing.
Yeah, it was real fun.
Sounds like a story that's not great at the time, but later on you tell your kids.
That's right, yes. Exactly, yes. All podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
what's the difference?
Your kids?
That's right, exactly, yes. Funny.
Well, before we kick off into this week's Game Face, we just have a couple of housekeeping nonsense to talk about. So first of all, YouTube. You guys know that we've been pushing YouTube a lot. We wanted to get our hours up there. You guys have been doing fantastic work. It's working. We have like 40-something views on each video. It's blowing us away. It's really good.
That's great.
So, thank you guys. You guys understood the assignment. You guys have been doing a great job. Keep it up. Don't stop. Don't stop because Yes, there we go. Don't stop because we're praising you. Go even farther. Get your friends to watch it. Put it on someone else's computer. But just carry on doing that. It's working wonders. And we're getting something like 8,000 impressions per video now.
Really?
Oh.
I know. Which means that our faces are being shoved into 8,000 new people's YouTube feed every week, I believe. Or is it monthly? But anyway, who cares?
It's sometimes.
That's exciting.
I know. That's pretty good. So thank you guys for taking heart to watching us on YouTube. It's been doing wonders, onwards and upwards. And if you also want to support us, remember we do have a Patreon in which you can actually part with your cold hard cash and donate it to us for podcast things. We don't have any podcast things on the horizon at the moment that we're going to be using the money for, but when we do, we will let you guys know. But it also
that's not true.
Oh, okay. Yes, let us know some secrets.
Well, we are planning on some kind of merch or incentive for those that partook in the April Achievement Challenge, and we'll be using some of the Patreon money for that.
Okay. Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
That's an inside look into what we're going to be using some money for, which is always fun. Remember, guys, if you sign up for $1 and you're taking part in the April Achievement Challenge, you get an extra 1,000 gamer score. Just add it on, just for fun. Just there we go. Helps you out. If you're part of the April Achievement Challenge and you're going to get the 1,000 gamer score, leave a comment on the YouTube video saying, "Thanks, Lee, helps a lot."
That's right.
And last bit of housekeeping is podcast ratings. Now, we don't mention this often, and when we do, we harp on about it a bit too long, so I'm going to make this short and sweet. Any podcast platform of choice that you listen to us on, give us a 5-star rating or just give us a rating, anything. So I was thinking, we have over 350 episodes published,
We do.
which is amazing.
Yay, us.
Who knows we were going to stick around this long? I would have thought, I would have forgotten who Lee was by this time.
I don't know who I am, so it's surprising.
So what I was thinking is that if you want to help more people discover us, if you want to help the community grow, what you could do, if a podcast is good and fun and funny and exciting, rate that podcast 5 stars. And if a podcast is just okay, give us 4 or 3 stars. But basically, when a person opens us on their podcast platform, the top rated podcasts jump to the top. And if we have more top rated podcasts at the top and people start listening to us, they think that all our podcasts are that good. And that's the trick.
That goes without saying, obviously.
So on some platforms, you can rate the individual episode, can you?
Yes.
On one I can, yeah. On Podcast Addict I can, yeah.
Okay.
There's certain podcast apps that you just give a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Others allow you to do 5-star, up to 5-star ratings. Others even allow you to rate it and write a little blurb on each episode.
Ah. Wow, okay. Our own little review per episode.
Yeah. So if you guys can rate us, if it's a good podcast, if it's a good episode, chuck it on 5 stars so new listeners can know where to start. Because, I mean, if I looked at a podcast and they had 350 episodes, I would go, either these guys have been going on for far too long and I have no idea what the inside jokes are going to be, or these guys need to get a laugh. What the heck is going on?
These guys have nothing better to do.
So, yeah.
Or
rate it.
it could be that they're awesome and obviously they're doing a really good job and that's why they kept going.
Well, I mean, it could be, but where do you start then? If all the podcasts are not rated, do you just start at the beginning?
You
and
start
work
at the
your way
first one. You start at the latest one and go, oh, that was really funny, and then go back to the beginning. And then you can see them grow as a podcast.
That's right. What an investment, though, guys.
Yeah, it's a few hours, yeah.
You have better things to do.
That is a long time to be listening to our nonsense. So just listen to the most recent one. That's our advice.
Now, Lee, your mouth was moving, but no noise was coming out. Yeah, he's just gone offline.
Oh, dear. So Lee's just disappeared. And he was the streamer.
Goodbye, Lee. How are your apples, Kyle?
Wait, I think Lee's still streaming.
Yes, I think he is.
So he's online, but his Zoom is just disconnected, which is always fun.
Well, his camera's definitely disconnected and we can't hear a voice. So, hey, this is exciting.
Okay. So it's now the Simone and Kyle show. Hello,
Yeah.
everyone. Hello, everyone on Kick. 20 viewers on Kick. Pretty good going.
This is going to be weird because I only have one game, Kyle, and you have 20. So...
Well, no, I don't have 20 games. I'm only going to talk about 2 out of my nonsense games.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, no, trust me. I'm not going to bore everyone with that nonsense.
Oh, the man is back. That face was funny.
What just happened there?
What happened?
I blame Paul. I mean, there's... no, so somehow the cable had fallen out my dock. The power cable had fallen out my dock.
Okay, I wondered because I could tell that we'd lost your mic.
Yes, mic.
All of a sudden.
My webcam. But I use the wireless to connect to the internet, so the wireless is still connected because it goes through my laptop. So it was like, that's why the stream kept going.
Brilliant.
It's good to have you back.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi, yeah. It's
So,
exciting.
yeah, as we were saying, rate us on podcast platforms because that helps a lot. And also,
yes.
anything you want to type in the podcast, anything you want to type in the chat box, just type "Thanks, Lee" helps a lot. And also, another thing that has just popped into my mind is that we have a kind of forumish thing happening on Discord. So if you want to jump in and actually comment and chat about the last episode or an episode that we have done, on Discord we have a forum post for each episode that we've put out.
I think Discord calls them channels.
We have a forum channel, and then each post in that is its own forum post.
Oh, okay. So they're actually called forum. I'll have to ask.
It's like a forum in Discord, which is quite exciting.
Cool.
So make sure you join our Discord, and then you can actually have a discussion about the episode in the episode's forum.
Woohoo!
Which is all exciting. Look at all this.
I was just thinking questions as well would be good for the podcast, but I don't know if that works because it's after the event, isn't it?
Yeah, but they can always question the podcast, like, hey, I think you got that story wrong. And then next week, if you remember, we can always
negative.
address.
Maybe they could say that story was really good. That was a really interesting story.
I mean, that's...
No, he was just following your vein of thought regarding questions.
Right.
So Carl was just coming up with an example of a stimulating conversation from the past that could be talked about in the future.
Right.
There we
Okay.
go.
There you go. Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's a good explanation.
All of a sudden, I felt like a philosopher, and I thought, oh, there goes all our watches.
Oh, I want to be a philosopher. Yeah.
Sorry.
Amazing. Right, so that's all my announcements, my housekeeping. I'm going to now shut up and let someone else talk about the games that they've been playing for April Achievement Challenge. Lee, kick us off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for the beard compliment, DJ. So, I decided to approach this slightly differently this year, or for this week anyway, at least. So rather than playing all the games, Kyle, I decided to play some games which have harder achievements in to get my TA ratio up.
What a twist.
I know. Because I was like, well, that's what I normally do is just play lots of games. I thought I'm actually going to play games I want to play. And actually enjoy playing the games, which is kind of novel. So,
what do you mean enjoy playing games? This is
I know.
April.
Your
soul is meant to be leaving your body each time you start up your Xbox.
Basically, yeah. So you turn on that doo-doo is actually your soul leaving your body when the turns on the Xbox. Or just a small part of it every time. I played the new rally that came out on Forza Horizon 5.
Oh, yes.
And what happened was Kingsman, who likes a challenged me to finish to get all the achievements in the DLC.
Yes.
Him. So, which is, the Forza 5 achievement. The Forza achievements are generally kind of, there's quite a lot of work involved in getting them. So I did get all the achievements, and he won by 2 minutes. He beat me by 2 minutes on the last achievement.
Way.
Know, yes.
That is so close.
And it was funny because he was kind of going quite far ahead. Then all of a sudden I started hitting the achievements. And then something messed up on his Xbox. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. There's an opportunity here. And I just pinged it. And he went, ha-ha. And he sent a screenshot of this achievement. And it was literally 2 minutes ahead of mine. I was like, so funny. But what happened was I learned how to drift. I was not happy about doing it because I can't drift normally. White man can't drift. So I decided to learn how to drift. And I kind of picked a car and went, oh, wait a minute. It's quite easy. And then got 3 stars. I was getting you need 100,000 points. I was getting 130,000 points. Like I was destroying all of them. I was like, oh, this is actually quite good. So then I went, okay, so I did all the rally achievements. So I thought, well, I should keep going. So I went into the main Forza game, which I've also missed all the drifting in. And got all the drifting done, and every single drifting event done.
Oh, nice.
In fact, I got every single PR event done. So I got 297 stars. So I did every single thing, every single jump, and I've been chipping away at kind of all the little races. The stupid kind of like get a VW combi van, and then get 3 stars in it. So I did that sort of stuff.
Oh yes,
yeah,
all the things
job.
like 0.15% of people have done. I was doing all these sorts of achievements.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so it's quite fun.
So now you have signed up for GT.
Yeah, and I was killing it the first week.
You would be, but now everyone's catching up with you, and you're tanking this week.
Yeah, is it that bad? Is it? I looked at the first day and I was down by 200 points, but
you're not tanking as bad as Kingsman, but you're both below the line.
Yeah. I thought that might happen. I haven't actually looked.
Every year, Lee.
Oh, what do you do though? Like,
I know. You wait.
It's a hard thing to do. No, but you have to live in the first one, don't you? That's the problem. You have to survive the first one.
Yeah, that's right.
I haven't actually looked. So how far below the line? Because I looked yesterday. I was only a little bit below the line, or a little bit above it. Like it wasn't much in it.
Yes, I did see you were above the line, but no, unfortunately.
No, it's dropping off now. Where is it?
Yeah.
It's good though. I'm going to step it up and try and get some more hard ones again.
Cool.
Okay.
And just go through games I've played already, because I've got so many of them I've started and kind of got vague amount of achievements in. Where is it? I can never find it. This stupid thing.
Let's see. You are 188 true achievement points below safety.
Too bad.
No, it's not too bad. You can bring it up.
178. Mine says 178.
You're minus 178, but the line is not there. The line doesn't start at 0.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're 61 above, I see. And my team is...
in the red.
as well in the red as well. 395 TA below.
Below safety.
One guy's not playing. Oh, the other guy's not playing as well now. We had issues with somebody not playing.
Shame. Oh, yes. Casuals. What can you do?
Dirty casuals, yeah. But Forza's good. I've enjoyed it. I think having a break from Forza for like 6 months or so is actually a good idea. I think that helps.
Yeah. Yep.
I think I Forza it out.
Okay. So now, how many achievements do you have to go in Forza? And do you think you're going to 100% it?
I don't know, because there's how many have I got left to do? I've got 101 achievements out of 124. That's pretty close. It's getting there.
It's pretty good.
I mean, you could do it.
Yeah. I've got quite a few of the longer ones I've got now. It's lots of... like the 3 stars and chapters are all easy enough to do. Win and eliminator match is a pain. Complete Super 7's reasonably straightforward. There's a few that are kind of time ones as well. I've already looked at a few of these where like smash a pinata in the Drift Club of Mexico. That's easy because right at the beginning of the race, the pinata's there. You've just got to hit it right at the beginning and then you've done it. Mm-hmm. And that's
I remember seeing that clip.
Oh, did you? And that's 50. That's a 10 gamer score, 50 TA. So
I thought that was unmissable.
Well, they're all unmissable, really, because it's just racing,
no,
isn't it?
I mean, I thought that was part of the story, that you must hit the pinata.
Oh, possibly, yeah. Possibly. The description is that you have to drive... I haven't done the race yet.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Chapter yet. I haven't done it, so no.
Right, I thought it was it is one of the first races, though, yeah?
No, it's a separate chapter one. It's one... It came out in Series 10, so it was like one of the updates they brought out. One of the...
Okay, maybe I'm getting confused. That's right. I'm thinking of the clip where you look like a pinata.
Oh.
Or a taco.
What?
Something like that. At the beginning. Aren't you a big pink Mexican taco?
I don't know what you're talking about, Simone. You've been drinking. You okay?
Yeah, here's my ice water.
See, there's actually a few here. So like, complete all the chapters, not just get 1 star in all the chapters. Is worth 20 gold and 65 TA. So that's just a matter of completing 5 races and getting at least 1 star in each, which wouldn't be that difficult to get.
Yep.
Complete one of the custom races in the Mercedes, which is worth 10 gold gamer score and 58 TA. So
easy,
because there's a race set. I guarantee there's someone built a race for it. You literally look for it and look for Mercedes, and it will set out easy for you to do it.
If you make it through round 2, which is doable,
how hard is it?
You cannot survive.
Yeah, I'm gonna say how
round 3.
I've saved 500 points though as well. I haven't done my points yet. Do you get the bonus still? Can you still use it any time? Can you?
You can still use. Yeah, you can't use it too close to the end of the week.
Right. Okay.
Maybe 4 hours before the cutoff. I don't know. But yeah, okay. If you've still got it, and if you remember to use it.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Like Hot Wheels. I've got 2 achievements left in Hot Wheels to complete that lot.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe possible. I'm looking at some of them are reasonably straightforward. Some of them are a bit of a pain. Like all 3 stars in all the chapters would be harder. But normally there's a video out there telling you where to take shortcuts, because half time is a shortcut you can take in these races that will get you the 3 stars.
Okay, and you just have to find them or look up a guide.
Look up a guide, yeah. You do. I always go for it first time, get 2 stars, and go right. Okay, I need to knock off 20 seconds. Or if it's minutes, then I'm like, why do I need to find a guide here? This is too hard.
Yep.
I could do. It'd be worth a lot because I've got 6,700 gamer score compared to 2,200. Sorry, TA compared to 2,200 gamer score. It's a pretty high ratio.
It's a very good ratio.
Yeah. Word. I've got 4,800 TA out of 1,800 so far. It's been good. Nice. It's been something different to do this year.
Yeah, I noticed the strategy's changed a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't make it too easy for you. Keep you on your toes.
Good.
Yeah. That's it. Forza is cool.
Okay.
It's fun.
Yeah. Is that the only thing you've been playing this last week?
No, I've got another 2 games.
Okay, cool. Just curious.
Yes. Go on, Simone, you can go for it.
Well, I've only got 1 game, so does Carl want to do a few?
Okay, let me jump in with one of my games. So, baby games is the motto for this month. All the baby games.
For some of us.
My strategy for April Achievement Challenge is that my ratio needs to be 1.0. And my team needs to carry me.
And that's exactly what's happening.
Well, you're very heavy, Kyle.
Yes, but that's why there's a lot of you to help carry. So I'm not worrying about TA ratio this round.
We know.
I'm just worrying about gamer score and steps. If I can win on 2 out of 3, then there's no reason why I can't win across all 3.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, you're ahead of Lee in the overall leaderboard.
By what, 2 points?
Yeah,
But that's because Lee hasn't been walking around. He's been driving in trucks.
that's true.
Oh, I'm still
But he has a dog. He's forced to walk.
8,000 a day I'm doing normally.
Oh, right. That's higher than Kyle.
You should see what are my steps like. My total should be higher than Carl's then, in theory.
Yeah, in theory. I'm sure Kyle's steps are very high in the grand scheme of things. But I don't have the stats up in front of me. Do either of you?
No, but I
No,
can.
not at the moment.
I can do internet stuffs.
You can go internet stuff. So you can show people the graphs and stuff that we have, the dashboards. That's what they're called.
That's
But
right.
basically, I've just decided baby games, ratio of 1.0, lots of steps, lots of gamer score, and ratio is other people's problems.
Well, you're winning in terms of gamer score. Hey?
Trying. And I'm trying to just keep a achievement streak going as well, which is harder than it looks.
You've been doing very well, though. But playing all the baby games, it's not too hard to just pop a quick achievement.
Yeah, not too hard. But there's one game here, Fatum Betula. Fatum Betula. That's
Sounds like a
probably-
disease.
It
Yeah,
does. This game is shocking. It's so bad. I don't know how you would ever play this game without a guide. It's
Interesting.
in 4x3. Everything is like 640 by 480 pixelated nonsense. It's made by one guy who looks like he fell asleep halfway through building this game. And it's
Wait, so you looked up his photograph?
no, one of the achievements is to meet the dev.
Oh, okay. Well, he was asking for it then, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. So it's shocking. This game is really bad. But basically, he tried to build a game that encourages exploration of the 90s. Remember, you got a game, there was no guide, you had no idea what you were doing, you just explored and had fun. Except he's taken it to the extreme of you don't actually know what the heck is going on. You're in a room and you walk upstairs and then there's a tree in some water. And you go, okay, this is great. What do you do now? And then the trick is, in order to kickstart the story and allow you to leave the room, you have to just wait by this tree and the water until this creature comes out of the darkness after about 2 or 3 minutes of waiting and talks to you and tells you how weird things are in real life, I suppose. And then once the creature's spoken to you, then the game kind of begins and you can leave the room. And the whole point of this game is to figure out puzzles to get different types of liquid where you go back into the room with the water and the plant and you pour the liquid into the water and then magic happens with the plant and you've unlocked an ending and then the ending gives you the achievement.
Okay, so when you say that you can't really play it with a guide, is that because after you had finished that scene and you had to wait, had you not known, you would have just literally wandered around in circles thinking you'd missed something?
That's what I did.
Oh, okay.
Room. And so I spent the first 5 minutes of the game, looks like there's a door here, but I can't leave. Then I wander around, go back, go look. There's a room, there's stairs. Up the stairs is a plant and water. Cool. What the heck do I do? So I had to look up a guide to figure out, they say wait. Oh, okay. Now it makes sense. But this game is so bad.
Okay, a question here. Cooper has said, and I don't know whether I was supposed to take this seriously, but Cooper has said that the whole point is to get bored and fall asleep like the dev. Is he making a joke, or could that be?
No, that's a joke.
Purpose.
Because I said the game fell asleep while making the game.
Stop banging your mic, Simone. Simone, stop banging your mic.
I hit it by accident.
Right.
Getting
Sorry.
too excited and just smacking the mic.
I was trying to be animated with my hand gestures, and then I brought my hands backwards. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
That's right.
Sorry, I got excited. I thought maybe it was done on purpose, and you just missed the intent. But yep, okay, it's a joke.
No. Yeah, no, it's a joke. It's a really bad game. And then in the game, you go to this place. Like all the puzzles, I have no idea how you're supposed to figure things out, because you wander out the first room once you figured out how to unlock it. You go down into this forest, and then through the forest, you go up some stairs, and then there's a house on a lake, and you're supposed to fall asleep in the house on the lake, and then it opens up the dream world in which people talk to you and you get to do things.
Okay.
At no point does the game tell you anything about this.
Right.
The game doesn't go, oh, it would be good if you fellas found some place to fall asleep.
Right. It sounds like they didn't playtest the game at all.
No, they didn't. And it's pretty funny because at the end, you unlock each ending, and it's kind of pseudo-intellectual, the endings. It's all like one part, you pour oil into the water, and then the plant shines lights, and then the ending unlocks. And then it's all about how the oil pollutes the world and environmentalism, and like it's pseudo-deep, and then there's a shot of grass, and then there's a shot of skyscrapers, and it's like, look, there's no grass in the city. This is a bad thing. And then you start the game again. And
You gotta love it when these indie games try to be deep.
Oh, it's so weird.
It's so cute.
One of the other endings is you get bone juice. And don't ask me how you get bone juice, but you get bone juice, you pour it in the water, the plant grows magic colors, and then the option to the ending is we're all skeletons now.
Oh, okay. Like the picture book, All My Friends Are Dead.
Just about. And that's it. And then there's a skeleton.
How did you find this game? Was it just on the list of easy completions?
It was like, I think I spent $1 on it. And honestly,
it's $1 badly spent, Carl.
It's $1 for 1,000
Give
points.
them money, now they're encouraged. Like, oh, people bought our game, we'll do it again. We'll do number 2.
Yeah, a sequel.
A sequel, yes.
If the sequel is $1 for 1,000 gamer score and 15 minutes of gameplay, then it's worth it. Especially during April. But my word, if you're looking for a bad time all around, check out this game.
No, thanks.
Really
But thank you
selling
for
it.
the offer.
Yeah, you're really selling it.
Well, Lee, check it out. I bet you won't finish the game. You will get halfway through and you'll just go, I've had enough. I can't.
Okay, that's a great challenge to put down for Lee. But for the rest of the people listening, it's more a case of Carl played this game so that you don't have to.
Yes.
But on the flip side, convince Lee too, because that would be fun.
Yeah, it'd be funny. I'd like to see your view of it. It's really, really
I'll
bad.
review it, yeah.
Review it for your website.
What was the name of the game again, Kyle?
It's Fatum Betula.
How do you spell it? Do you have it up there?
Yep,
But
it's
just like if you,
FAT.
I say go on the Xbox, then you can find his games he's played. That's what I always do.
FATUM space BETULA. Fatum
we go.
Betula.
There we go.
It is.
Easy. Play the
So-
game. How much does it cost at the moment?
At the moment, I think it's $8.
Okay.
So wait for it to be on special.
Yeah.
So it's really bad. And yeah, this April Achievement Challenge really does test my wanting to play games. Oh, my word, it's bad.
No empathy
My
for you.
word, it's bad.
Like I thought, you know, we have the one Leaves achievement at the end of every year for the worst game
Yeah.
you could ever play. I think I've found one that's worse than One Leaves. We're gonna have to
No,
change
I
the
disagree
one.
because you finished it. If you can't finish it, then it's bad. Like, I know you finished One Leaves, but like I had to talk you through the end of it because I think you were
Yeah, I know.
suicidal in the end. Like you were gonna.
Me finishing One Leaves made Lee want to smoke.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how bad the game is.
Yeah, I can't remember you talking. You were like, "Can you just talk to me while I'm doing this? Because it's driving me mad." And you had to do it 20 times. And then I started doing it. And I was like, "No, I don't care."
You needed some moral support.
I didn't need those 200 points. Didn't care about the 200 points. It was not worth it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my story about a terrible game.
Did you figure out why it's called Fatum Betula?
No, it doesn't tell you anything.
Just making
At one point, you have to feed a weird cat being a fish, and depending what fish you give him is whether he stops being hungry, dies, or dies and does something else.
Okay.
Do you think drugs were intaken when this person was making this game? Do you think there was some kind of...
All of them. Every
All the
single one you could imagine. He thought it was fantastic. I bet you at the end of his game,
He's
he
like,
was like,
this would be hilarious. Let's do this.
You know, on Saturday afternoon when he had finished making the game, he stood up, dusted off his hands, and he was like, "Oh, that's a good Saturday morning well spent. Could go for lunch now."
Spot of lunch.
This is the game. Remember, I told you there's a game that has an achievement that they didn't finish, they didn't fix. New _ achievement.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
This is the game.
Do you think he was being ironic when he did it?
If he was, then it's clearly a joke everyone's missed.
Okay.
But I honestly think it took him the Saturday morning to make this game.
Kyle, did this come out for Xbox in January 2022?
I think so.
Described as atmospheric exploration game with light puzzle elements?
That sounds about right.
So it has its own Wikipedia page.
Is it just, it's bad, don't play it? Here's a picture of the game.
I think it was written by the developer because there's a section here that just talks about the reception that the game received, and it said the game received praise for its unique presentation and design. Writing for Vice, Patrick Klepik praised the game as teeming with small details and mysteries, quote, and, quote, design ethos underscored by its PlayStation 1 era aesthetic, full of pixelated textures and blocky character models that aren't as interesting in approximating realism as today's games.
What does that even mean?
I think he's saying the graphics
are rubbish,
look terrible,
and they don't work,
but it's
really.
kind of cute.
Oh, okay. And so the sprites
That's the feeling I'm getting.
The sprites don't really touch anything, but it might do if it was look better graphics.
Well, actually, no. He doesn't seem. The sentence doesn't say anything negative particularly.
Well, it does say that if it wasn't pixelated, then the sprites, the things might look like they actually touch stuff. That was kind of what I got off that.
Okay, possibly. It has the Wikipedia. The Wikipedia page is up there. You can go have a look.
I don't want to encourage it. I don't think you're allowed to write Wikipedia pages about your own stuff. I thought the idea was Wikipedia was about other people's things, not your own things.
So if someone wanted to write a Wikipedia page about us,
yep,
they could just go do it.
Yeah, someone outside the team has to.
They could absolutely do it.
Gary.
Yeah, go Gary. Go Gary. Okay, sorry, last sentence about this game. KJ Robertson of Alpha Beta Gamer praised the game as, quote, a fascinating experience, end quote, stating that the art style conveyed a, quote, real Ghibli-esque sense of mythical wonder to the world. So perhaps you're in the minority.
Well, more people are going to have to play it.
Did he create it using ChatGPT? Wow.
That's amazing.
Thanks,
so there you go.
Okay. Well, we learned.
Yes. But, if someone were to review our podcast and say it's an experience, I wouldn't take it as a good thing.
It's an experience you would never forget.
Yep.
No, it's an experience.
Oh, it's an experience, full stop. That's the whole wiki page.
Yes, that's the wiki page of the podcast. It's an experience.
It's an experience.
And then the next is like, you have to be there to get it.
That's right. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if I can follow up now. I was going to go. So you did your last one, or do you want to do yours now? Or
I'll go. Yeah,
okay,
I'll go.
Go for it.
Okay. Have you heard of a game called Lonely Mountains Downhill?
No.
It's in essence, it's a sports game. You're on a little mountain bike and you ride downhill.
Oh, a lonely hill.
Well, actually, the lonely element is probably the best asset of this game. There's no music. You only hear the sounds of nature as you go down the hill.
Which is quite nice.
This game is so good. It is really, really, really good. Now, the controls, they take a while to learn. This is nothing like Riders Republic, because you can't control the camera angle. Left is left on the bicycle, right is right on the bicycle. That sounds really logical, except at some angles while you're going down the hill, the camera is facing you, which means your left is the bicycle's right.
Nice. That's awesome.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. So as you're going down the hill, the camera is
Do you find that
changing.
you turn around and not face the screen when you're doing it? Just to...
Yeah, at first I did. There were a few times where I just went in a little circle thinking, what, I'm turning left, but I am wanting to turn right.
Yep.
Yep. But no, this game is absolutely adorable. It has a tilt shift effect. So sometimes when it zooms in, the background and the trees and everything is blurry and you're in control. You feel like a little diorama, which is really, really cool. And again, the biggest asset to the game is there's no music. You just hear birds tweeting. Haven't come across a river yet, but if there was one, you'd hear the crashing of the water, and it's just really, really relaxing.
Even when you crash into things because you turn the wrong way.
Oh my word, you will die all the time. You knock into a pebble and there's blood everywhere.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So it's a really peaceful game up until the blood. And you will die lots and lots and lots and lots going down. Yeah, it's good fun. So the aim of the game is basically a simple version of progressing through 4 or 5 different maps, all downhill. They take about 3 minutes to complete each. And there's various little challenges that you have to complete. So the first map, try and complete it under 3 minutes. And try and do it without crashing more than 25 times.
At 25 times? Wow, okay.
25 times. So, yeah, no, good fun. And then you just kind of, it's a very relaxing game, and that's the way it should be played. Don't play it as an achievement hunter. You may dislike it. But it's a slow grind, and that's the game I'm using to increase my ratio to try and carry Kyle.
Your sacrifice is appreciated.
Someone's got to.
He's very heavy, you see.
Yep.
So yeah, now this game is on Game Pass, so I'm giving away all my secrets now. This game is on Game Pass, you give it a go. If you get bored of it, that benefits me, because then my ratio will go up.
That's right. If you start it, actually, everyone should start it and get their first achievement and then stop.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And as you go, you get like little nice bikes, but you're kind of like your little polygon character. You don't have a real face. You've got a block for a face in a way. Everything's very blocky, but so cute. I'm telling you, Lee, it's such a relaxing game. It's lovely. It's lovely.
It's a very
Sometimes
good
if
palate cleanser, isn't it?
it is really and delightful. If I have 10 minutes, I'd hop on and do 2 races and then hop off. It's really nice. So that's what I've been playing in between the other, I should say baby games, but no, I've only ever played one other game, which is Hindsight. I finished that one.
I saw you played that. Was that an easy game, was it?
Yes, it's 2 hours. Took me 2.5. It was the one that I talked about last week, where you change the environment, move it around in 3D space until you line up the pictures and then you go into that picture.
Yes.
The Japanese lady has mommy issues.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, she comes to terms with her mommy issues.
Well, that's good.
And she realizes that she's not a very nice person.
And didn't appreciate mother.
Yes, that's exactly what it's like. Yep, she realizes she should have appreciated her mother a bit more and perhaps was a little bit too harsh on her. And yeah, it's quite sweet. Not worth full price. It's $22 full price.
Oh.
Whoa.
It came out December last year, so it'll make its way to Game Pass at some point. And I wouldn't actually pay any money for it, to be honest. It's not terrible. But wait for it to come to Game Pass.
Makes sense.
Right, okay, my next game.
Yeah.
Project High Rise Architect Edition. So
I saw you on a million achievements in this.
Yeah, so what I discovered was I spent 8 hours in this game or something. And I've been playing it properly, so I've been building the rooms and kind of just slowly building up. And I kind of got to the point I had 250,000 in the bank, and I was making a few thousand a day. I was like, well, this is actually... So there's loads of bunch of achievements for like building an apartment, like a loft apartment, or going 100 floors up. Or what was it? Doing 2,500 blocks down. And I discovered I had enough money to go ahead and basically destroy my tower by doing it. Because what I did, spent all my money on building everything, getting all the floors up, and then discovered that actually keeping the upkeep for 100 floors, because I had 20, and going to 100 floors was really expensive compared to 20 floors, and I was losing that 12,000 a day then in the end. So I completely destroyed my tower. Luckily, it was a save, so I could just go back. I did get whole tons and tons of achievements, so because I realised I was actually quite close to a lot of them as well. I only had to do like one thing, got the achievement. I was like, well, that's cool, which is why I kind of went, oh, I got that one, that was easy, and then just worked out I could get quite a few of them. Some of them were really difficult to get, like I can get a few of them, but yeah, it was quite fun to do. And then I went back and actually played the save I destroyed properly, because I learned a whole bunch of things I didn't realise by just messing around in the one that I wasn't actually taking seriously. Like you can spend money. One of the annoying things about the game was you have to keep repairing places. Like you have to keep making everybody do renovations all the time because the rooms get destroyed over time. But you can actually spend these points that you accumulate all the time, and then they automatically do it. And I was like, oh, if I'd known that, I wouldn't be so annoyed with this game. So as soon as I did that, then they just go off and clean the rooms for you. So you have to keep checking all the rooms that were kind of clean all the time. It's a real pain. So they just go and do it. And I was like, that's, yeah.
So you're the building manager, is that right?
You're the owner. You build the tower. Yeah, you employ managers to do stuff. Like so this is what I discovered, that these things I can't remember what they're called now. There's these things that you collect, and you can spend like 400 on them, and it gives you an extra cleaning guy or an extra building guy, or it will give you like a better level of a room, which means that you can then open up something else, which gives you more things to build. Like you can put an art gallery, and if you spend money on something, you get a bigger art gallery. Or you get an art manager. You kind of do all this stuff.
Sounds like a mobile game, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, it feels like a mobile game. Yeah, yeah, definitely. But it's got a good pace to it, though. Like you don't ever stop. Like, mobile games you always have to wait, don't you, the next day because you run out of whatever. Whereas there's always something to do because you get these contracts, and the contracts could be, I don't know, build 10 offices or build 5 offices of accountants and 5 offices of medical people. So there's always a contract you can do which gives you money, which is your kind of like your daily things that just tick you over. And then you have these overarching kind of game achievements you can do, which are kind of cool, like 100 rooms or 100 floors or a loft conversion, or get what's one I was trying to get, I couldn't get in the end, was a headquarters to move in. So things like that.
Okay, yeah. So like your office?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Like a big business comes and moves in.
Which is
which is not easy because you put it in there. You're like, oh yeah, I can put one of those in. But then you try and find a headquarters, and what they want is like they want more medium-sized restaurants, more big restaurants, or more shops. They want more, I don't know, luxury apartments, and they have all these kind of stipulations for their move in. So that causes you to then go and build a whole new lot of floors to build more restaurants or more kind of, and everything needs upkeep. You always need to keep stuff going as well. You need more power, you need more water, you need more internet, you need more, and there's all this stuff you have to keep doing all the time. So, but it's like any management game, isn't it? As soon as you're trying to do that extra thing, everything else needs to step up to kind of keep up with it. Yeah, and then you realise you've kind of screwed up all the layout because you can't fit something in. So you have to kind of...
That's the thing.
Yeah, but I'll build a floor, move this from here to here, and then you kind of build in, I'm going to put some recycling boxes in for these guys because they don't want to move in. Oh, these guys want a telephone system. These guys want mail. One of them was like, wanted direct mail services on the same floor as them or something. Like one of the businesses was going to move in. It was like an Amazon company or something, I suppose.
It is interesting with these simulator games, isn't it? Where you can either make it pretty or you can give people what they want.
Exactly, yeah. And it starts off pretty and then slowly kind of destroys itself. Because I was doing blocks of like 3 floors of apartments, and then I'll do like 2 rows of shops, and then I might do a couple of restaurants. Then I'll do apartments. But then after a while, I was like, actually, I need to put, like, the hotel needs to go in somewhere, which took up like 5 floors and was all over the place, this stupid hotel. Because they wanted like cleaning services and a restaurant area, and they wanted like a lobby, and they want lifts, and there's all this stuff. They want proper lifts for the service guys to get through, which are completely different lifts to normal people. So you got to make all this space for these stupid big. It's like it just escalated quite quickly.
Oh, that's a good pun.
Ah.
I didn't even notice. That's very good. Yeah,
yes. Okay. So Project High Rise escalates quickly.
Escalates quickly. Yes.
Gotcha.
Nice. There you go. It's very cool though. It's a cool game. I like it. And it was a Games for Gold game that popped up, and I played it randomly because I was bored one Sunday afternoon, and then like 5 hours later going, actually that was really good.
Yep. Simulators be like that.
Yep. It's just well done. Like all the menu systems work really well. Everything kind of makes sense. Yeah, it's rewarding because you're always getting like, oh, you've done that, so you get, this extra thing happens. You get access to more stuff. So you're always working, and you don't realize what you're doing is kind of sometimes go and do something. Oh, well, this would be cool. Put in a big apartment, and that opens up this other thing. You're like, oh, that's really cool, which then opens up the next thing. It just kind of, it's a good loop. It's a very good loop.
But nice natural progression.
Yeah. Because I got 250,000 in the bank, and I wasn't really sat for days doing nothing like you do in SimCity 2000. You just leave it running for 12 hours just because you wanted some money.
Yep, just to get the money in the bank so you can build your next
and then you
thing.
fix everything and spend most of your money fixing everything because you couldn't do it for 12 hours, and then you can kind of do what you were going to do originally. Whereas this, I've been ticking over and built it so gently that I'd got lots of money in the bank, 250k, and I was making a couple grand a day anyway. So it was just doing enough each time and doing the little contracts worth like 5-10k each. So you get this little boost of 5k sometimes just to, top you up.
Okay.
It's good. It's fun. You do advertising campaigns, you do marketing campaigns and stuff to like boost your people to come in and look at your restaurants and.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've also got this for Games with Gold, but I was just looking. It takes about 30 hours to complete.
Oh yeah, but I've got a reasonable amount of achievements out of it, haven't I?
That's not too bad. 30 hours for a simulator.
Yeah, but it's a mobile game simulator,
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Although
I've done
just
11 hours. I've got 15 achievements out of it.
Nice.
It's not. It's a 360 game almost though, because it's only what was it 1,000 points, but it's 2.5, so it's a reasonable difficulty, 2.5 TA on it, the whole game.
Yeah, it's got some good TA difference there, so it's worth having this on your tag.
Especially for the True Achievement Challenge.
Yes.
Get that difference in there.
Yep.
Get you above the line.
Have all the medium artworks in one building is worth 240 TA, and it's a 90 worth 240. So
pretty good.
I could probably do that. I now know how I could do that. Getting the 50k daily revenue is hard. That would be difficult to do. 100k daily revenue. But it's all time. It's all time.
Yeah.
It's a cool little game. I like it. I'd recommend it.
It does look very cool. I remember coming with Games with Gold going, that'll be a nice game for like a rainy Sunday arvo. You just sit, build a tower.
Yep.
So it's console friendly, is it? It's not.
The controls are fine. Yeah, the controls are okay. Yep.
Not like City Skylines. It's not as convoluted as City Skylines, is it? It's simple.
It's clever because it starts off with not a lot of stuff, and then you spend these points on stuff which gives you access to more things. So you can start off quite simply just building because literally the first contract is to build like 5 apartments. Okay, so that's cool. So then learn how to build 5 apartments, give them power, give them internet, electricity and all that. And then you go for the offices and they go, you want 3 medical, 3 lawyers and 3 like estate agents. So you literally build 6 offices and then get 6 people in there and give them power and everything. And that's
yeah,
worth,
I want to play.
Yeah, and that gives you $2,000. Well, that's easy money because I was going to build them anyway, and they make money for you anyway. So it kind of encourages you to. So the contracts are quite clever in that respect. Like it's just little things.
It's frustrating. Well, you only really need to say it's a simulator. It's quite fun, and I'll believe you and want to play it.
I've put 10, 11 hours into that game, so it's not. Yeah, I think I pick reasonably good games. I don't waste time with rubbish games. You can see by games I've started and not finished by. I don't do that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, although I'm not going to play Forza Horizon 5.
No, that's fair.
That's a you thing.
That's if you like racing car games, that's a racing car game you like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that game I put a ridiculous amount of time into that game. I hate to think how much time I put into that game.
Yeah, that is a monster of a game.
98 hours in that game.
Jeez.
Which game, sorry? Forza.
Forza, yeah. And that's a game I feel like I didn't play that much. But I obviously have played it quite a lot.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
What about Football Manager?
It's worse. Way too many hours than that.
Hundreds.
Yeah. I've got one which is the 2012 version I got on Steam. I think I got like 450 hours on that one or something.
Yeah, there we go.
That's a bit ridiculous.
Yeah. But I can't play it because it takes too long. Like, it takes too much brain power.
Yeah.
And you can't just have a game, because you have one game and you're like, oh, well, if I make a tweak to the team or do this, then I can see what happens to the next game. And then you go, oh, I won that. That was really cool. So you go, oh, the next game's really cool because it's against a really good opponent. So you play the next game. And then it's like 2 o'clock in the morning.
That's right. It's fine if you don't have a job, right?
Yeah, that's right, Gary. I used to work away a lot in hotels and literally put on rubbish movie and play Football Manager. And that was my evenings. Because you're there, you work from 7 till 7, so you get back, you have some food, you're knackered, and you end up playing like 3 or 4 hours with Football Manager, watching some randomness on hotel TV.
How did you survive?
And you just do. It's just what you do.
It's no sleep. So what, 12-hour days?
12-hour days.
Plus gaming.
Plus game. Well, you have to have like a shutdown thing. Like I'm not thinking about work. And that was my not thinking about work, didn't it?
Yep, I get you.
Yeah. It was pretty full on working on site.
For me, that game was Spyro to try and wind down.
Yeah.
Although I'd say if I was in the same predicament now, it'd probably be Lonely Mountains Downhill.
But you need a game that doesn't end as well. Because
yes.
There's an ending of the season, but there's not an ending as such, so you can keep playing. So it doesn't matter how many hours you put into it, it just keeps kind of ticking over.
That's right.
Yeah. And you give yourself little challenges as well while you're playing. Like, you might take over a really rubbish team and try and make them really good. That's always fun.
Good time sink.
A good time sink, yeah.
You give yourself challenges in the game. You're like, oh, I'm going to do it this way.
You do. You take on a team that's like the very, very bottom of the league and have a really small ground. Or they have a really big ground, but they're very bottom of the league. So you're like, okay, so at least if I get bigger, the money will come in. But then taking on a team with no ground is really hard because they don't make any money. So you're always struggling for money the whole time. And they won't spend money on the ground making it bigger. So
but you can have a Ted Lasso story.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So like Everton. Yeah. I used to play this game called The Manager, and I'd worked it out so much that I could pick any team bottom league and put them into the Premier League. And I literally had, I think, out of 20 teams, 18 of the teams I'd put in the Premier League. Because I'd get in the Premier League, win the league, and then quit, go and pick a really rubbish team, and then do it again. And it'd take me like 4 years to get him back up again. And by the end of it, it was all my teams in the top, and all the kind of the no teams were in the second division. So that was really funny.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Not 4 IRL years, is it? No.
Okay,
I'm just checking. He was so nonchalant about it.
No, if it was, then Lee would have been starting to play this game in 2001.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Well, no, I mean,
it's
he
called
played
The
the
Manager.
2012.
It's called The Manager, this game. It's like it's an old PC game from 90s.
Oh, I'm sorry. So we're not talking about Football Manager anymore.
No, this is an old game that was played back maybe even earlier 90s, like early 90s. This is pre Football Manager or Championship Manager, pre-Championship Manager.
I can't keep up with all these football games.
I missed the switch, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. No, I was just saying there was one I'd sussed out so well that I could just play any team and beat them.
It's amazing.
Pity you couldn't make any money from it. Real life money.
I know, yes. 90s.
Have you thought about maybe sending your resume through to a real football team and being like, yeah, so this is my credentials and manager.
Yeah, I can. DOS 92, this game came out.
I can read stats. Oh, flip, that was before I was born.
Thanks. Thanks, mate.
Sorry.
Oh. I've got one more game that I just want to yell about or just complain about all these baby game nonsense. This one is Mastho is together.
Where are you getting these silly names?
Don't look at
Okay,
me.
repeat
This
it,
is what the
please.
developers do. Mastho, Mastho,
Okay.
Mastho, is together.
Okay, yep, Roger.
Basic premise of this game is you are a little white square and it's a puzzle platformer.
Okay, yeah.
And
2D
it is
graphics.
terrible. Oh my word. Oh, it is so hard. You have to jump and dash, but sometimes it doesn't understand when you're jumping or dashing. So if you press A to jump and then X to dash straight away, it just decides randomly how much latency to put on your button presses.
Right.
So there's a bunch of sparks that you need to avoid because otherwise your little white cube dies when he touches the sparks.
Yeah.
And you will jump up and then dash. And then sometimes you'll dash into the spark and sometimes you'll jump up and dash and just not touch the spark. And I don't understand how this game works. I have one level left and one achievement left in this game, and it's driving me insane.
Oh no, really?
It's so hard. The timing is off. The input latency is very strange. And then this game seems to randomly decide when to be pixel perfect or whether to let you have those 1 or 2 pixels. So if you touch 1 pixel on the spark, sometimes you'll die and sometimes you won't.
Oh no.
What spark is this going to be? Is this going to be a spark that will kill you if you look at it wrong? Or
Yeah.
is this a spark that's made out of jelly and you can wobble next to it?
Oh, that's horrible.
This game, Lee, you have to play this game.
No,
just so
I don't
that
feel like I
someone
need to play
else
this
could-
game. I feel like I'm happy with my little tower sim, actually.
Oh, man. After April, I might need to go to therapy because these games have been that bad. I can't get over how this, because you push a button and you time it, so you go push, 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 push. You get into a rhythm of push, push, and the game goes push, 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 push.
Okay.
Have you got a
but
dodgy controller?
isn't that a platformer though?
A platformer that just decides when you push the buttons that you've pushed.
Oh, okay. Sorry, you're pushing, but it's not actually obeying you.
Yes, so the
sorry.
input latency with the buttons doesn't obey you very well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's frustrating the living daylights of them. One achievement left to finish this game and never look at it. More word. I sit there and I just quietly seethe.
I know, it's funny.
It's not funny.
It's not funny.
Okay, well, how about this? How about something that is funny? So, Matzo is Together came out on Steam back
Yep.
in 2021, and the reviews are positive. 100% of the 35 users that have reviewed the game gave it a thumbs up.
I think that's the developers and their friends or family.
It could be. It's let's see, it's on Steam for $1.50. Which
That's
is
about
pretty
right.
cute. It's not right. That better be cheaper than. That better be more than you paid for it, Kyle.
I think I paid $2, $1.99 or something for it.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, platformers, they need to have that something special, don't they?
Yes, and I think the platformers that annoy Carl have that something in them.
I meant it as a good thing, like Spelunky or. Actually, what is your favorite platformer, Carl?
I think that's an oxymoron.
You don't like platformers?
Duke
no
Nukem
such
from
thing
back
as
in
a
the day. I
favourite
love Duke Nukem
platform.
back in the day. That was awesome.
Yeah, Duke Nukem was good. What else?
Gods.
Jazz Jackrabbit and Toxic
Jazz,
Bunny.
Gods. You ever played Gods? That was a good one to say.
No. Golden Axe 3.
Golden Axe.
I don't know whether that's a platformer, but that counts.
Yeah, I wouldn't class this as a platformer, but not a
Earthworm Jim?
side-scrolling type platformer.
Earthworm Jim?
Oh, yeah.
Earthworm Jim was a good
Yeah.
one.
So you're basically talking any game from the 90s? Is that what you're saying, basically?
That's where platformers should have stayed.
Yeah.
None of this nonsense.
Aladdin was a very good platformer as well back in the day.
Oh, yeah. Aladdin. The Lion King.
Okay, I have some things to say. So, True Achievements has what I feel is a very accurate genre system.
Yep.
And you can have a look at the leaderboards, and we can see who in our community has played the most platformers.
Oh, okay.
And Oz is up there. So Oz is the platformer king.
Okay.
Carl, you're about middle of the ground. You have played a lot.
Which ones have I played?
It looks as if
all of them.
they're all April Achievement Challenge games.
Probably.
No, that's not quite true. That's not quite true. But Fall Guys comes under that. Comes under platformer.
Interesting. Doom and Doom Eternal and Tomb Raider come under platformer.
No,
Okay.
that's not right though. They're not platformers. They're FPS.
Ori is a fantastic example.
That's a
of
platformer. Yeah, that's good, but it's too hard though.
Oh, it's super hard. But
mere,
it's so
mere
pretty.
mortals.
Unravel is also a nice one.
Unravel's cute.
So,
yeah.
you know, you don't hate all of them, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I don't hate all of them. Some are pretty good and some are just, oh my word,
Not.
why?
So, apart from mobile games, the only platformers I've played are Fall Guys, Spyro, and Dust.
Huh.
And I'd argue they're all very good.
There's one you have to play called Braid.
I've heard of it.
That one I think is probably one of the best platformers out there.
Ooh, okay. Isn't that the one you said will make me cry?
Yes, that's why it's good.
Well, that's okay, because Dust made me cry. Twice. I played the game twice, and I forgot the ending.
Oh,
And
no.
so I cried twice.
That's very funny. It's not funny because you cried, but it's funny.
But no, that's okay. I think it's one of... I can count how many games I've cried in on one hand, and that's one of them.
Okay. So where do you see this list of the games that you've played? Like the platformers that you've played on True Achievements?
Okay, I can't remember... Okay, so on True Achievements, there's a section of the site called...
Everyone in chat's asking too. We're all
Oh,
confused
okay.
by your skills.
I'll paste the link, but on True Achievements, there's a page called Site Leaderboards, and there's many things that you can...
So Xbox
Look
leaderboards,
at.
for example, yeah.
That's right. Yeah, sorry, that's right. And you want to look down by genre?
Okay.
How am I seeing this? Somewhere by genre. And pick the genre. Any genre. And Neo Master will always appear at the top, but we ignore that and we look at other people.
Okay. Well, once you found it, give us the link so we can all have a look and actually see how much platformers we've played and whether it's worth us playing more.
Well, that's right. And the fun thing is you can see where you rank over the entire site. So for platformer games, for example, out of everybody else on the website that has ever played a platformer or gotten an achievement in a platformer, I rank 347,734. Fourth.
Fourth.
Yay me.
I still want to see how you get to these. I've got achievement strengths, rare achievements, gamer by posts, solutions, blog posts.
I think I stumbled across this by accident, but that's the landing page for site leaderboards. Don't know.
Genres. No, I think you just open any of them and you can change it.
Okay, could be. There's lots of filters you can fiddle around with.
Yeah. See, it's under the filters. That's where you go.
Cool.
I'm ranked
So, yeah.
78,000 by True Achievements.
78,000th?
Yeah, out of two
Whoa.
achievements. Whoa.
So you're below the 100,000th.
No, above the 100,000.
I mean above. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean in terms of numbers. Oh, good on you.
Yeah, look at that.
You've played a heaps.
Heaps, bro.
Heaps,
Oh,
bro.
wait, you've played less than Carl, though, which means Carl must be even higher. Gosh. Well done,
No,
guys.
I'm still higher than Kyle, aren't I?
On the leaderboard, no. Let's see. No, hang on. I'm not sure what number you're looking at. You're 115.
Gamer by 2
558.
achievements. Gamer by 2 achievements.
Regardless, we'll have a look at this some other time. These
So
poor
exciting.
listeners.
Yeah,
listeners.
that's exciting. So, leaderboards on True Achievement. You can figure out exactly where we are. That's all the games I want to rant about. April destroys my soul. The Xbox button, turning it on. The doo-doot is more like a sigh, like a doo-doo. Oh,
Here
not
we go
again.
again.
Ah, yes. So your final game, Mr. Lee.
Oh, yes. So I was actually doing the achievement, kind of trying to keep my achievements going at one point.
Yep.
I gave up yesterday because I was like, I'm done actually. But I did do it for the first 10 days or so.
Mm-hmm.
And a PC game, which has 2 achievements, is Vampire Survivors.
Ah,
I know.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
so you're playing on PC.
Yes.
Huh.
Ooh.
I grabbed my laptop and put it beside me, put on a movie, and played Vampire Survivors with my Xbox controller.
How good is this game?
It's fun. Yeah, it's good. I played a little bit. I played a couple hours probably. Got a few achievements. It's the only thing I have a problem with is the fact you have to keep repeating over and over again. Like hour and a half I did, so
Yeah,
got 10 achievements in an hour and a half. It's insane.
not too bad.
Yeah, but they're not
It's
worth
a
anything.
fun
Though.
game.
They're not worth anything.
Once you start unlocking extra people and extra abilities, man, it gets good.
Yeah, I opened one person up and found they were really bad compared to the person I've been working on, so I went back to the original person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
That's normal.
Yep.
as soon as you find a new person, just go to the new person and get them up to level 50 at least, because then you unlock extra things.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. Oh, so it's good. Yeah, I've enjoyed it. I don't know if I love it as much as everyone else seems to love it, but it's fun. I can see it's fun.
Well, sit down and just, put a podcast on and go unlock a new person, play the new person, unlock a new person, play the new person, unlock a new map, play that new map. And then you go, oh, this is fantastic.
Okay. Oh, see, I was trying to get my first person up higher. That's what I thought I might do before going to the second person. Try and get the first person up to level 50 or whatever. And get him souped up and then go on to the next one. Yeah. It's good. It's fun. There's not much to say. It's interesting. I know you'd be very excited to hear I played it. And I thought it was interesting playing it on the laptop with an Xbox controller. I thought that was quite cool. Because it's quite chilled. I played basically until my battery started running out on my laptop, which is an hour and a half.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it was fully charged up when I started.
Oh, that's cool. I look forward to more of your exciting adventures in Vampire Survivor.
Yes. A pixel game, though. I was surprised that you like it. It's a pixel game.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's a pixel game, but man, it's addictive.
It's a good side game that you can watch TV and play almost. You don't really need to pay attention. You can just kind of vaguely watch as you're walking around, not walking into stuff. Picking
And
up.
then as soon as you get to a certain amount of items that you have, you can just stand still.
Yes.
It becomes an idle game.
Yeah. Because you have to walk around initially to pick up all the little pillars or whatever they are.
Yeah, the little pills of experience.
Yeah, so you pick up those things that you spend, the little red things that you spend. Yeah, so you have to keep walking around for those initially.
And then, man, then it just opens up and it's fantastic.
I can walk through the bats without doing anything. I'm powerful enough to kill all the bats now, which was nice.
Are you playing the dude with the garlic?
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
So I've souped up my garlic enough now I can now walk through bats. So the first start, I literally just walk to the different areas to get the things without shooting, without avoiding anything. And then as soon as it gets to the next level, I've actually got to pay attention now. And not get stuck behind trees and stuff like that when you're walking around.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's heaps of fun. I really enjoy that game. It's a great game. And you look at the achievement list and it's actually, you go, it's quite easy to kind of knock 3 achievements off in one kind of run.
Yeah, I did a whole bunch of the first run. Like tons and tons in the first run.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, just looking here. So at 9:50, I knocked off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 achievements in one run.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was a good start.
Brilliant. I'm super glad you're playing it. Now they just need to do a multiplayer mode and it'll be perfect.
You fight against each other.
No,
Battle
just 2
Royale, you
people.
mean? Oh, okay.
No, 2 people have a co-op fighting against just the hordes. That'll be great fun.
That would be good fun. Absolutely.
Man. What's the highest amount of people you've killed in one run?
I have no idea. How would I tell? I don't know.
You need to look at the top right. It's got the little counter.
Oh, no, I know that, but I don't remember. I have no idea. I've got I've defeated a total of 5,000 enemies pinged. I've survived for 10 minutes with one character and got to level 10. Hold 6 different weapons at once.
Oh, yep.
Find Oro Logan, I guess. Find 5 floor chickens.
Ah, yes, those are great. Gotta love a good floor chicken.
Yes. Trying to work out some of the stuff though, because like the randomly bomb falling from above, I found kind of useless. There's a few things you pick up and go, I don't even see the point of this weapon. It doesn't really do anything.
Until you max it out and you evolve it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, like the garlic was good to evolve. That was handy. I'd heard the garlic was helpful. I'd heard it was good. So yeah.
Garlic, the King Bible, and the Santa water. Get those and evolve those to the max. Your character becomes unstoppable.
Excellent. You just stand there shooting stuff.
You just stand there. You don't even need to shoot things. You just park off.
Just park off. Excellent.
It becomes an idle game.
So yeah, that's what I played. Because I thought, that was a nice. I wanted some achievements, and I heard it was quite good. So
nice. Well, just keep plugging away. It's a great game. It's so much fun.
It's a good couch game actually, because you don't really need to pay attention. I like it.
You don't need to pay attention. It's great for after work because you can just kind of zone out for a bit.
I'm playing it now while we're doing the podcast. It's really good.
Oh, cool. That's why your camera went offline. You're like, oh, crap, I died.
Are you really?
No, I'm not. No, I could be. It'd be funny. You just stream it.
Be hilarious.
Actually, we're not streaming. I'm just streaming Vampire Survivors.
Oh yeah, I was wondering why we looked so good.
That's right. So pixely.
Amazing.
I think that's it. I think we're done.
Yeah. I think that's all our games for this week. We've decided not to bore you guys with the millions and millions of other games we've played, or that I've played.
I haven't though. No, I've played 3 games this week. Literally the 3 games. That's it.
Gosh, my list is huge, and I don't even want to go there because they're all been bad. I can't tell you if any game's been good. It's a bit sad. But it's what we do for April. We cause ourselves mental anguish for your enjoyment.
This was your choice.
Yeah, I believe it's your choice, bro. Nothing to do with us.
No one else is having such a miserable time than you.
April is when I earn achievements.
I achieved drifting this week. Well, this month, you know.
I mean, that's
and how does your heart feel, Lee?
It feels full.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the Patreon money is probably going to go for my therapy for next month, so.
Oh no, it's not.
Well, yes.
Look, mate, you're gonna have to start drinking. Just start drinking more. That'll help.
I think. Well, that's what the Hog members use their Patreon money for, isn't it? Therapy.
Alcohol. Oh, therapy.
And alcohol, yeah.
Yeah, and ice cream.
Well, they do get slightly more money than us, so yeah, it probably is therapy and alcohol.
Oh no! So you want to make a competition between our listeners and theirs, and be like, who can give us the most money?
Well, we did make a joke once, and then Cameron went into the settings for Patreon and hid how much money they get. So ours is public. You can see how much money we get each month. You can no longer find out how much Hall of Gamers gets each month. It's a secret.
Sneaky.
Secret. Don't call out the Hall of Gamers, guys, because they still do good work. And one day we'll be back on their podcast.
One day, yeah.
They'll invite us back.
Lee was on there the other day, wasn't he? No?
No,
December. We all were in December.
Yeah. Feels like a long time ago.
Yeah, 3 months. Yeah.
Oh, word. It's been a long time. Well, before we start getting bitter and talk nonsense, end the podcast here, and then we can all go and achieve some more achievements for April and see what we can get. So,
yeah, I'll be starting a new game. This week, I will be starting Her Story.
ooh, spoilers for next week.
Yeah.
That's going to be exciting.
So we'll see how it goes. Now, Kyle thought he had played this game, but he was getting it confused with Telling Lies. So it'll be fresh for both of us if he decides to sit and watch.
Yeah.
You haven't played it, Haley, but you know what game I'm talking about?
Yes.
You do know what
no,
game I'm
and
talking
yes.
Same people that
No,
made
I've not played it.
Immortality.
What was that, Carl?
Play Immortality.
Yeah, it's the same people that made Immortality.
And there's boobs.
Right, but Her Story comes first.
Yes, correct.
They made Her Story first, so...
That's right. It's in a prison. You're in a, not prison, in an interview room or something. And all you have is the answers. You got to work out the questions or something. I think that's the...
Oh, okay.
Something like that, yeah. Something like that, sort of. Like, you get half the information when you're interviewing this person about something that happened.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I've heard it's good. It's very interesting, at least. I explained the premise to Carl's mom, and she went, "Oh yeah." I'm trying to convince her that all games are stupid. Carl's not doing a very good job.
Watching Carl play.
That's right. Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know what I'm playing next week. I couldn't tell you. Anything can happen.
He's keeping it fresh. He's going to surprise himself.
Exactly, yes.
That's exciting.
Yes.
Next week, I think I'll be playing some more baby games, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Do you really hate yourself
should
that
just-
much?
Go through all the ones on your list in alphabetical order.
That was the plan. And then the first one on my list is a 6-hour game. And I thought, oof, that's not a good look. Can't start off the competition with a 6-hour game.
Yep, agreed. It's too long.
It's way too long. But anyway, next week will be an exciting show. More baby games from Carl. Her story from Simone. And Lee, it's up in the air. What is he going to play? Nobody knows.
I don't
Give him
even
some
know.
suggestions.
Sorry?
Jump into Discord and tell him. Tell him what to
tell me.
play. Lee, we should play this.
Yes.
I think you should try and finish. I think you should restart The Witcher with the Series X update, and try and finish it on Death March.
Are you talking to Kyle?
I'm talking to you, Lee,
I know you're
because Lee
talking
doesn't
to
know what he's playing. Carl knows. Carl's a man on a mission.
I was
He knows
actually
what he's doing.
so Oz just said play Peppa Pig or Paw Patrol for Carl, but I reckon I should play those two. I think that's my
Why don't you
level.
play Barbie's First Horse or something?
Oh, yeah, could do actually. Could be a classic. Could be
do.
game of the year.
Maybe this weekend, I might just get into the Ascent again and need someone to help pull me through it.
True, yeah, I'm sure someone will help you.
I'm sure someone will help me.
I know that's an
Someone
idle
who
threat
got
though,
all
because
the
you're playing baby
achievements.
games this month, so you won't do it. Because the Ascent actually requires effort to play.
Lee knows you.
We will find out. Lee's got all the achievements for the Ascent, so
That's correct.
Oh,
So Tony's
sorry.
complaining. Go for it.
okay. Look, Cooper's just reminded me that there's a Hannah Montana the
Montana
movie video
movie
game.
Oh yeah.
Carl, you should play that, and I'll watch you play and sing along. I know the
Okay.
songs, I
okay,
think.
so if someone on Patreon buys me the game, I will play the game.
Well, it doesn't have to be a patron, does it? Just anybody can buy
Anybody
the game.
can buy the game.
Anyone on Discord, if they want to buy me Hannah Montana the movie, I will play the game and I will rant about it on
Stream
the
it
podcast
and stream it.
and stream it. Yep.
And stream it on Twitch.
Yes. It'll be shocking. So bad. And Simone will be singing along.
Kyle, you're in luck. You
Maybe.
can't buy the game anymore.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Have you got it on
Don't-
disc? Have you got it on disc?
Oh,
Oz?
well, there goes that plan. Oh, God, I was
Oh,
looking
Oh
to
no,
streaming it
Oz
as
and Cooper
well.
can lend it to you.
oh,
what is
It's
yeah,
all
there we
fun.
go. They have
Podcast
physical
end.
form.
Yeah.
Oh,
And they only live a couple hours away.
What? The podcast is ending? Oh dear. I can't hear you guys. We're going through a tunnel.
Oh,
All right. Let's end this podcast before I get myself into trouble. So thank you guys for listening. Thanks for everyone who's hanging out on the live streams. Thank you guys again for watching us on YouTube because you guys are fantastic. And thanks for everyone who's taking part in the April Achievement Challenge this year. It's a big one. We've got dashboards. We're looking all pro fresh as, even though it does cause us mental anguish. And by us, I mean me. It's lots of fun to do. So I highly recommend, if you haven't taken part this year, definitely make a mental note to sign up for next year because it's going to be even bigger and better. The people this year are going to get pins, hopefully. Some cool, nerdy pins to celebrate them doing it. And it's always fun. So you know where to find the podcast. We've got links in our episode description.
Go
We've
to
got a
the
website.
Discord. Go to the
dashboards.
Discord. Hang out and
Go
talk
to
about
Discord.
achievements.
Follow us on Kick. Follow us on YouTube. Kick is our new streaming home. YouTube is where the VODs live forevermore. So if we do say something incriminating, it'll live on YouTube for the rest of our lives.
the best place for it to live.
If you want to follow us individually, we all have social media because we're not that uncool. Mr. Lee, how cool are you?
Oh, I'm so cool.
Where can people find you?
Oh,
Mr.
you
Cool?
want to know where you can find me? No, I'm too cool for you lot to find.
Oh, okay, fine.
I'm obviously Lee Howard. Everywhere. There you go.
There we
That's all
go.
I'm
we
going
go.
to say. That's it. I'm going to say. That's it.
There we go.
If you're really looking for it, it's in the episode description. Just click the nice little linky links. Simone?
But what? One
I
second,
am-
though. 1 second. So
Sure.
I'm literally Lee Howard everywhere now. Kick, Twitch. Well, not Twitch. Kick, Twitter, and Xbox is all Lee Howard. So I'm literally out everywhere.
It's fantastic. Look
Wonderful.
There you go. Sorry, Simone.
That's okay. I am Jim Bean NZ on Xbox and Twitter.
And you can find me at Zarkras on Xbox and Twitter. So thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for listening to us. Remember, rate on your podcast platform of choice because it definitely helps. And jump into our Discord to tell us how awesome we are, actually. Don't give us stick. Just massage our egos. It's always fun. So thank you guys. We have been the Xbox Cast, and we will see you all on Xbox Live. Goodbye and good night.
Can they hear us over the music?
I can turn it off. There you go.
Hey.
Hey.
So, I got a message from Diabolic Jester while we were on our way to the airport.
Ah, yes.
And he's very onto it. Well, he's very diligent about his steps. And he said, can you check my numbers? Because I think you're 20,000 steps out.
Oh, okay.
And he was right. So, very first day, I have a sticky key on my keyboard, which is number 9. And instead of writing down 29,000 steps, which he did on April 1st, I wrote down 2,000 steps.
Oh, okay.
So tomorrow's going to see him jump really high, real quickly. It's all from that one day. But don't stress if you're part of the competition. When it comes to the end of the month, I will be manually double checking all my numbers. So, yeah, I know. So come end of the month, even if I've been wrong a little way through, it'll be correct at the end of the month. Whoops.
I've got a question, Simone. So I've been doing these games which have a reasonably high TA, but for some reason True Achievement shows me as having all these ones all the time. Is there a reason behind that?
Share screen? Or what? Where are you?
I'll just show you in a second. I'll just log in. I'll just go into TA now. Because I was like, I'm going to play these games with reasonable high TA, and then it will kind of...
Ones, you say?
Ones, yeah.
If I go to your profile, will I be able to see what you mean?
Yeah, you should be able to. Was it under stats, maybe? Platforms. All time, April. True achievements, game TA ratio.
Ratio 1.3. What?
Well, see, I think I've been playing some reasonably hard games here, like 4s
Yeah.
and 5s and whatever.
Yeah.
3s, 2s, 2.5s, 4 nearly. But my average is really like 1.4 or something really low. I find it kind of interesting it's so low.
That was probably Bullet Beat.
But that was the first day. That wasn't like...
It was the first day, but let's see. That's a lot of achievements.
It's just weird. It's so low.
I know. So let's see. First day, you played a mixture of... Bullet Beat is a baby game. Half of your achievements were Bullet Beat. You got some baby achievements in Reactor X.
Do you think it's because Forza's dropped off a lot? Would that affect
it? Will be. It is slowly dropping, naturally. But on that first day, if you look at day 1, and you look at all the achievements you got on April 1st,
1.2.
you look at the bottom, and the average ratio, 1.23 out of all of those.
Yeah, sure, that's 3 days. But then I kind of doubled it the next. Well, it's 4 times higher the next day. And then it was nearly 6 times higher the next day after that. And then it was 3 times higher than after that. So I kind of feel like I've made up for it in the next 3 days. And it hasn't
have a look at day 2. Your average is 1.09.
1.2, isn't it? So 2 achievement shows is 1.2.
For day 3, sorry. I'm looking at day 3.
1.09.
1.09. So the baby games that day.
Yeah,
and the thing is you're getting say 10 baby game achievements and only a few high TA.
No, counteract it. I got you. Yeah.
If you got 10 high ratio achievements and 10 baby games, then it would look a little bit better.
Yeah. So I got 95 achievements on the first day or the second day.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. And that's why Kyle's at the point now where he cannot increase his ratio. It's just too much. So how many he's won over, is he at? So this month Kyle's won nearly 200 achievements, and they're all baby achievements.
Yeah.
If he wanted to increase his ratio, he'd have to get 200 more achievements that are not baby ratio. Which is not possible.
Look at your completion is 46% now, Carl.
I know, it's pretty good, eh?
Pretty happy with that.
Not too bad. Let's see.
So yeah, does it make sense, Lee? Sorry.
Yeah, it does make sense. Yeah, no, I was just watching and that's really annoying. I feel like I'm playing some quite difficult games, but it's made absolutely no difference.
It's making a little bit of difference, but remember, you're playing a DLC that's new, so the ratio is high.
The reason I played that tower game is because it's such an old game.
I was meaning Rally.
I know Forza 5, but some of the Forza ones are the old DLC. It's like the original game.
Okay.
So it shouldn't drop
then
as
you
much.
won't see that much.
No, it shouldn't burn up too much.
What they call TA. I mean, decay.
Decay, yes.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, keep an eye on it. But yeah, those baby games are brutal. And it's because you get 100 achievements for free. And they're so low. But you'll see it go up. You'll see it go up. As long as... So what's your average? 1.32? If every achievement you get from now on is above 1.32, you'll see it go up.
Yeah, they have been. Yeah, they have been on purpose. Other than actually saying that what killed me a little bit was playing Vampire Survivors. That didn't help.
Oh, yeah, because the first couple are pretty easy, eh?
Yeah. Look, my achievement streak is only 13 days and I've got 197 achievements.
Nice.
Pretty good going, I think.
What's my achievement streak still going? Is that I thought it had died?
You're very lucky. You tiny little baby points. But sometimes it's difficult to click on those days, Lee, when I have to count the numbers. Oh, you have missed a day. You've missed 12.
I missed yesterday, yeah, because I couldn't be bothered last night. I was tired. I was watching a movie. I did 61 achievements in 8 games.
Oh, yeah. I see you're on 157
Yeah, but you look at all the TAs there. They're all higher than 1.3.
Yes. Yeah. So you'll be lifting yourself up slowly. It's going to be a slow ride. We're halfway through the month.
Yes.
Nearly.
That's been interesting.
Oh, well.
Well,
it is interesting, isn't it? It's fun.
Yep. Yeah. Just to annoy Carl, do it differently. So if we win in the end. Because I'm only a point behind you, I know, something like that. Like it's really close still.
It's close. It's close. I mean, I've just decided ratio's too hard this year.
We know. We can tell. Oh, I got 165,000 gamer score now as well, which is nice.
Nice.
Good going.
And 2, obviously, because I love the odds and the weird numbers.
Yep. So that's 165,000 a day.
165,002, yes.
And 2.
Yeah. The Forza ones will bleed too, Oz says. Yeah, those are the ones that came to mind.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Bleed. Decay. I like decay.
Decay.
What's the opposite of decay, though? Because sometimes your ratio can go up.
Growth.
If a game comes to Game Pass, your ratio tends to go up.
Growth.
Growth? Yeah, you're probably right. Decay, grow.
Well, I'm going to go now because it's only 10 o'clock, so I can actually sit down quietly for a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, it feels nice and
early. Yeah.
Did I get achievements today? That's a good question. Oh yeah, I think I did. I just need to make sure my streak keeps going.
Anti-decay. Undecay?
Let's see, you played Mess Though Is Together, Carl.
Yeah, I did. I've got one level to go. Okay, I can not have to play a game tonight. Woo!
Anti-decay.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging out.
Yep.
This is great.
Good work, guys.
Good work.
Thanks, guys.
See you all later.
Layers.
Ciao.